Eden by obsessmuch. Read by SsjDeBusk. Disclaimer, I don't know anything that is written here. Harry Potter and everything Harry Potter ever will be, is or ever will be, is owned by J.K. Rowling and wrote by who wrote the books and W.B. who owns or sold. This fanfiction book masterpiece was written by obsessmuch on fanfiction.net. You should go and check it out and read along with me. And yeah, so please support the official release. And yes, I can spell. That's just a shout out to all the real goths. What?
Eden, Chapter 6, Persuasion. We got Hermione, and Lucius, and Voldemort, and Bellatrix, and Dolohov, and Ron. So, yay, it's a party! And not Williams. He unfortunately died. But I mean, really. Who the hell cares? Anyways. What hands are here? Hey, they pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hands? William Shakespeare, Macbeth. My heart still pounds inside my skull. Pain of it blocks up in my ears and throbs behind my eyes. I can barely see because of the bloody headache that just won't go away. Where's Ron? Where is he? Nothing can make this headache stop. Not deep breathing. I do not have my mic recorded in. That is embarrassing and awkward.
Yeah, I already did that chapter, all of that part, and that is like the third time I've done this now, so I'm totally not gonna read all of that again. So, yeah. Okay, nothing can make this headache stop. Not deep breathing, nor rubbing my temples, nor splashing my face with the water. Whenever I've been taken for my toilet break. Nothing. Okay, now I'm having to restart it because I'm making a fail of this. Alright. I can do this. It can be done. I put this stuff on YouTube. I have no views. I am rejected. I'm not gonna put the rest of them on there. I feel really ridiculous or even doing that. I was like, oh, people will read this because people read Eden. No, it's not the case. Because everyone that's read Eden doesn't, has already read it like 2 years ago. And they're like, I'm not on the scene anymore. And they don't care. So, that's sad. But, oh, well. Okay, anyways. Chapter 6. Persuasion of Eden. What hands are here? Ha! They pluck out my eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hands? That's Macbeth, from William Shakespeare's Macbeth. My brain pounds inside my skull. The pain of it blocks out my ears and throbs behind my eyes. I can barely see because of the bloody headache that just won't go away. Where's Ron? Where is he? Nothing can make this headache stop. Not deep breathing, nor rubbing my temples, nor splashing my face with water, whenever I've been taken for a toilet break. Nothing. What are they doing to him? So now I'm pacing up and down my cell, trying in vain to clear my head. I only wish I knew how long it's been since I was brought back to my cell. There's no way of telling. No one will ever tell me what time it is. I just have to guess. There really have been a long while this time, though. It feels as if I've been here a lifetime. All I can think about is what they might do to Ron right now. I curl my fists up into balls, digging my nails into the soft skin in the middle of my palm. Maybe they won't hurt him. Perhaps they only reserve torture for muggle-borns. Lucius certainly hinted that was the case. Perhaps they'll take Ron's pure blood into account when they use Veritas serum instead. But if they were going to do that, then why did Lucius smile like that as Ron screamed under the Cruciatus course? How could he? He hates Ron. I have no idea why, but he hates him. Probably almost as much as he hates me for being a muggle-born. So if I judged his expression correctly, as he came face to face with him. If I judge his expression correctly as he came face to face with him. That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I said that. I ball up my hands so tightly that my fingernails pop through my skin on my palm. My blood, collects in the creases of my hand. Warm, sickly blood. Sticky blood. Yikes. I brought my friends here. I've led my best friend to pain and misery and death. I can't bear it. I spin myself around, slamming my fist into the nearest wall. I scrape it along the rough stone, tearing at my knuckles, peeling the skin away from my bones. I need to hurt, to carve up this body, so carve up the hateful person it contains. I stop when I come to the end of the wall, leaning against the cold stone, pressing my forehead into it. Sweat rolls down my face, clamping my hair to my skin. But the pain on my head doesn't dull the unbearable pounding in my head. A sound clicks as my cell. I'm sorry, I'm moving my mic so much. I don't know if it's affecting my audio, but it just so annoying. Okay. Oh, this thing. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay, hold on. It's happening. Okay. A loud click as my cell door unlocks. I whirl around, though I already know who it is. His appearance, as always, is immaculate. He doesn't have a single hair out of place. His robes are exquisitely opulent. I'm feeling really dumb. Like, I don't know how to pronounce some of these words. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Don't be a dick, Bing. Just do what I tell you to do. Opulent. Black and emerald green with fine silver embroidery. Huh. He runs his eyes over me, his lip curled up slightly. My dear girl, you really should take better care of yourself. A small smile flickers onto his face. You look terrible. I scowl at him. Well, you might look terrible too, if you had to live in conditions like these. He comes over to me and grips me by the chin, looking down into my face. He turns my head this way and that, inspecting me like a dirty child. Are you ill? He finally asks, holding his face still. You certainly look as if you might be. He's standing far too close to me. What do you care? I asked, meeting his eyes to look like flint. He looks at me closely. His face is devoid of expression. I can't afford to have an ill prisoner, he states eventually. Oh, but you can afford to torture one, can you? I wrench my face out of his, furious at his artificial compassion. How responsible of you. He brings his wand out of his robes, and an electric bolt shoots through me. Gone as soon as it arrives, I gasp slightly, a sharp intake of breath taken through gritted teeth. I have told you time and time again, not to be insolent, he says quietly, his lips barely moving. Why do you learn? Why won't you learn as you're told, to do as you're told? There are a million answers I could give to that question, but I don't say anything. I want to, but I don't. The freshness of the shot of pain keeps my mouth shut. We just stare long and hard at each other, and as I look at those cold, gray eyes, I wonder what they contain in their depths. He can read my thoughts. It's not fair that I can't read his too. Where's Ron? What have you done with him? A tiny smile curves his lips, but I don't manage to reach his eyes. Ah, yes, young Mr. Weasley. If I might say so, you're rather taken with the boy. My face boils as I try to keep my mind back. I'm not going to give him anything through legitimacy. I have to confess, I felt quite nauseated at the sight of your reunion. His mouth twisted into a smirk. Your basic intelligence, I would have thought, would prevent you from simpering like a love-struck adolescent. Your very life hangs in the balance. I don't know what he's getting at. I don't know whether I want to know what he's getting at. All I know, this conversation is embarrassing me. Where is Ron? I exaggerate every syllable, no longer caring if he decides to punish me for my so-called insolence. He raises his eyebrows slightly, but he doesn't curse me, like I half expect him to. Don't upset yourself, I assure you. You shall be reunited with your young man very soon enough. He twirls his wand leisurely between his fingers. Even as I speak, he is being brought here to your cell. I have very special plans for the boy. Panic collapses into me, and I start to sputter desperately. No, please. I grip onto the front of his robes. Don't hurt him. Hurt me if you want, but don't hurt him. He has done nothing. He hasn't done anything. He doesn't deserve... He wrenches his robe violently out of my grip. Kindly don't dirty my robes with your filthy hands. Genuine disgust decreases his features. They were clean on this morning. I let the insult go. Please don't torture him. I'm sorry. But if you think it's a little too late for that, but I think it's a little too late for that. He really does smile now, a smile that reaches his eyes. We have already been working on him overnight, pumping him for information. I am pleased to say that he cracked quite quickly. They all crack. I feel sick. He's still smiling. We asked him for everything, but you could not provide for us all of Potter's activities since you went missing, and where he was planning to go in order to rescue you. Not only that, but we asked him to tell us everything he could about Potter himself. All his hopes, his dreams, his fears, his secrets. Things only a best friend would know. I take a short intake of breath in that. How the hell does Lucius Malfoy know that I've always felt a little isolated from my friends? How does he know how much I've envied Ron and Harry for their closeness, and how I've always known them to be closer to each other than they are to me? He must have really done his research on me before he brought me here. God, what else does he know about me? Oh, young Ronald Weasley has proved himself to be a veritable gold mine of information, continues, smiling in that oh-so-satisfied smile. But I believe that we have all that we shall ever need from him, and the rest I want to come from you. And I think that today you shall show only a very small amount of resistance to my will. I exhale disbelievingly. Really? He nods. Oh yes, really. You see, it is my belief that to achieve a swift victory, one must have complete insight on the mindset of one's enemy. And so I have taken great pains to understand your Gryffindor mentality. I can see it can be used to considerable advantage if we have someone you love under our control. I don't know what you mean, I say resolutely, trying to ignore this new fear pressing down on me. He smiles, looking deep into my eyes. I try to keep my mind blank, hating this violation of my own private thoughts as his mind pushes into mine. Oh, I think you do, he says quietly. But if you want me to make it crystal clear for you, I have no objections. I just feel that you may be insulting your own intelligence by making me spell